Yes, guys, welcome back to another video, man. Today we've got the Brighton preview. We're going to be speaking about that game tomorrow. Obviously, a big game for both teams, really, for the top 5 race. We'll be speaking about that. Team selection and loads, man. To join me today, I got Steve, I got Jay as well. But before we start, I just want to quickly mention that Patrick, big City fan in Ireland, he's got his own YouTube channel. Obviously, he's got illness situation going on right now, and he's put up this GoFundMe on his Twitter page. So, I mean, if you guys can donate anything you've got, even if it's just $1, that will massively help Patrick. And most of you guys will probably know who he is. He's got a big YouTube channel. He's big on social media as well. I will link this in the description. And like I say, even if it's just $1, whatever you guys can donate will be much appreciated. So big up to Patrick. And yeah, we're all there fighting with him, man. But listen, Brighton game tomorrow, boys. It's a big match, man. I've seen some people saying it's a must win. Steve, I'll start with you and Jay, just jump in. Is this game a must win for City?
Yeah, I think it is, man, because Brighton go and win this game. We're in the shit, bro. Not necessarily because of the table, but mentally. You see, for me, the league and the league now for the remainder of the season, it's about momentum. And I think football itself, it's a lot of it is about momentum, and you need it in order to go forward. And if we go and lose this game, yeah, all of a sudden, I don't even know, like, whether they get to I don't care how close they are to us. It's the momentum. And all of a sudden, bro, yeah, our players, the heads are dropping, the fans' heads are dropping. So for that reason alone, not even about the points are important, of course, but more so the momentum, man. We need to keep this momentum. We'll get momentum for the remainder of the season. Otherwise, we're going to be in the shit, bro.
Yeah, that is wild. Look at Brighton there as well. 4 wins in a row, man.
Yeah, they got 6 wins in a row, like outside of the league as well.
Leapfrog us, don't they? If they win.
Yeah, we're lucky that Newcastle are in the final, because if they was going to play as well, they could overtake us. Like, bro, and like Villa, I don't think they've got a game. I think they've got no game this week.
That's a madness, that though. We're pretty much 1 defeat away from 9th spot, aren't we?
This is the thing. It's not even just outside the top 5, boys. It's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's right there, man. Them positions are right there, bro.
Yeah. I think the fact that we're at home tomorrow has got to play a massive part into it. If we was going away, I'd be a little bit more sceptical going to Brighton and saying that it's a must win. But I think because we've got the home tie in this part of the season, knowing that they're up our arse, man, you've got to say it's a must win. Don't get me wrong, I still think we can get top 5 if we weren't to win the game. But if we're gonna go into this last run of games in the strong position that we want to be in, we've got to keep batting these guys off that are chomping at the bit to leapfrog us, man. And Brighton have been on a bit of a tear at the moment, aren't they? So,
did you reckon? I've been saying 66 points gets it. That's my number, 66. I reckon you get 66 points. I think that gets you top 5. That's 6 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. Do you think that's probably right? Or?
Yeah, I think the mad thing is at the moment, even though we've been so inconsistent, I feel like these teams from pretty much from 3 to 9 are all capable of dropping points in silly games as well. That's why it's become such a good race this year, because, I mean, Villa, Newcastle were fucking right up there looking at 3rd, 4th place, and then they go on a run of games where they lose and draw a couple, and look, they found themselves in this position now. And I feel like anyone can just drop off at any point, really.
Well, if you look at the form guide here, yeah. So Forest 2 wins in 5, Chelsea 3 wins, City 2 wins, Newcastle 2 wins. If Brighton were the best,
no one's been great, yeah.
You know, look at Villa there. You know, Bournemouth 1 win in 5. Fulham, who probably are just clinging on. They're probably I cut it off at Fulham. You know what I mean? I think they're clinging on, but they probably need to win like 3, 4, 5 games in a row now. But yeah, like everyone's dropping points, man, and that's kind of why I'm like, I get it. It's a must-win game, and it is a must-win. But if we don't win tomorrow, then we can still get top 5. But what that does is, for me, it just amps up the next games. Like, we've got United coming up as well soon after the international break. Like, that becomes like a must-win. Everton, it's tough right now. You know, they're slamming it. If you look at where they are, they're obviously done quite well since they're unbeaten in the last 5. And he's took him away, Moisey, since he's come in. So yeah, we're in the pressure situation, man. The pressure's seriously on, and this game tomorrow, Brighton are a good side, like 6 wins in a row. They pass quickly. like they've got obviously Baleba, who a lot of people will be watching, man. But
Label watch.
yeah, Baleba watch. But yeah, Steve, I'll throw it back at you, man. Like, how you see the game going in terms of like dominance? Do you reckon City will sort of dominate? Because if you remember back to the game that we played and when we lost 2-1, we actually like held the ball
The
quite
first
well.
half was tremendous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah,
I think what it's going to come down to, bro, yeah, is we've got to take our chances, man, because especially in the first half, I think chances are going to be there. I think for a lot of the game, it's going to be a bit of a shootout, bro. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to have chances, and we're actually going to... I've been saying this, actually, yeah. In the last stream that we did together, I spoke about the way that we play, and I think with Brighton in particular, it's going to allow us to play the way that I'm kind of calling for, to be honest, and that's a bit of like, okay, let the other team have the ball for a little bit, because at the moment we can't break teams down. So the way Brighton play, we allow them to have the ball, and then we'll have opportunities to break. In my opinion, that's our forward player's strong point. We've got Haaland. For me, he's the best striker in the world, like without a doubt. Oh, he is anyway. But in terms of a counter-attacking football, he's the man. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't playing to this guy's strengths, bro. We got Savinho there, yeah. For me, he's a counter-attacking player as well. Doku, these guys could be the best counter-attacking players in world football, and we haven't seen it because of the way that we're playing. But the way Brighton play, I think they're going to give us the opportunity to play that way that I've been calling for, bro. And we do that. Marmoush as well. These man there, bro, they're going to have mad joy, you know, but they're going to have to be clinical, bro, because otherwise I'm going to be vexed, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because chances is what we're asking for, and we're going to get them tomorrow. I believe that.
I reckon we'll get chances.
I agree.
That's the way they play, innit?
It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot different from the Forest game, man. These aren't going to come to us.
These ain't built like Forest,
they're
innit?
playing at the moment and put 11 men behind the ball and try and hit us on the counter attack. They're going to come and try and play, man, and they're going to fancy the chances to beat us. To be fair, with the form that they're in at the moment, so I'm hoping, similar to the way Newcastle played against us, similar to how Chelsea played against us, they come to our place, try and go man for man, try and essentially not sit back and try and win the game, which should play into our...
They're going to play football, innit?
Yeah, so I'm quite confident, to be honest with you. I don't want to go too early saying that we're definitely going to win. But, I mean, they're a good system, Brighton. On paper, you look at the players, like,
this was the last game.
There's nothing too special. Like obviously Matoma's a bit of a threat. Like we all know about Baleba.
They've got threats, bro, but you know what I mean. So Real Madrid.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you take them out of their rhythm and their system, and do you know what I mean, and try and put it on the toes, I think they are susceptible to crumble, man. Like look what Forest did to them earlier this year. Do you know what I mean?
7-0 smoking
if
session.
you stick it on them, then these can be got at big time. And who better to stick it on them, man, than our forward line? I know they've not been in the best of form at the moment, but at the end of the day, we've still got some of the best attacking players in the world, man, and we need to play to our strengths.
Yeah, you can say what you want about their attacking players. Fantastic, dangerous, scary players. But look at ours, you know what I'm saying? So if they want to make it that kind of game, then I'd back us against anyone in the world if they want to play like us. You know what I'm saying? Anyone that wants to play like us, for me, anyone in the world is going to lose. That includes Barcelona. That includes Real Madrid. But Real Madrid ain't got the balls to play like us, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've seen it yourselves. Nobody's got the balls to play like us. Because when people do, you see how it goes.
Yeah,
I've got the balls, though. I'll give that to Brighton, innit? So,
yeah,
that's why...
that's why it'll probably be quite an interesting game.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because, like, Brighton are probably coming into this game, and they're probably thinking, because of the top 4 race, that they'll probably be looking to come to the City and win.
They're going to try and win, bro, yeah, because of that race.
I don't think they're going to come in and try and like get a point or whatever. A point will be decent for them, but I think because of this Champions League thing they've got, I think they're going to come to City. They're going to know that we're not particularly great, and they're going to go, you know what? Let's go and beat them. We beat them already once at our gaff. You know what I mean? City's starting to lose a lot of games at the Etihad. Let's go and beat them. And listen, what that will do? Yeah, it'll put us under pressure, but it will give us opportunities because we'll be able to get at them. And but I think you're right. For me, it all comes down to putting the ball in the net, being clinical, mate. Because that is, we can talk about how crap we've been defensively and like midfield in transition, poor. But like one thing that's happened this year is our clinicalness has not been there at all. And the boys have got to be at it tomorrow. So for me, we will do a starting 11 in a few minutes. But Marmoush has to be playing for me tomorrow.
100%.
I've got him in as well. Yeah,
you've got to play him. And then, Haaland's obviously got to be playing. The rest, obviously, you can have a little bit of a debate on. We'll do that, man. But the boys have got to turn up tomorrow, man. They've got to, mate. You can't, because a couple of games I'm seeing, like Forest, I've seen people say, there was a lack of fight, lack of passion. I hear the argument 100%, but like top 5 now, Champions League is at risk. It is at risk 100%.
Time, yeah.
If these players don't be turning up for these games, you've got to ask if they're committed. If they're committed to the, and I know a lot of players might be leaving in the summer, so they might not be fully committed. But there's also a lot of players in this squad that are going to be here next year. And like, do you want to be playing Champions League football? Because like, you're not really showing it to me right now. Like I said against Forest, right? We could have got to Forest and played well and still lost. Forest are a good team, and it's a difficult stadium to go to, mate. But like, we need to be seeing more. We need to see more energy, more passion from these players, a bit of desire, man. And
especially at home.
Yeah, we're at home, international break. Like, go and get me a result. Go and put in a performance. Go and get me a result, and then obviously we can deal with the international break, lads. But that's where I'm at with it, man. I'm like,
we can't be going into the international break in fucking 7th, 8th place, can we? Like, come on, man. We were adding big pressure onto ourselves then for coming back.
The pressure's the thing, innit? Whether you back us or not, the pressure's there.
In the spot already. We need to be the team that people are chasing. Do you know what I mean? We've been in this position before. We know how to do it. We know how to close out games at the end of a season. But if we're chasing, that's when it gets a little bit sticky, man. So I'd rather be in the position of power.
Well, you're right. We've chased before, though, innit? We know what it's like to chase, but not for the top 5 or top 4, innit? This is unfamiliar circumstances, and it's we don't belong here, man. Yeah, so forget all that. We shouldn't even have that. Shouldn't even be in our mentality. We do not belong in 6th, 7th. Yeah, so that's not even in my language at the moment, boys. I can't even comprehend it. Some people, they might say, "Oh, you're spoiled." Nah, man, I'm not spoiled, bro. I know what we are, bro. We're better than this. So I don't want to be considering it.
Yeah, no, 100%. Let's go into a starting 11 here, then, boys. For tomorrow, we'll see if we can agree on starting 11. Ederson. By the way, did you see Ederson's? This is what Pep said about Ederson. He said Ederson is an incredible goalkeeper. Incredible. This is my thoughts. He's been here 9 years together, and he's been outstanding.
He has, hasn't he?
Do both of you guys agree that he's going to leave in the summer, or do any of you have any hope that he'll stay?
I think he's leaving.
I hope he stays, but in my heart, I do think he's going. Yeah,
it's the same way that I think that Van Dijk and Salah's probably going to leave, and definitely Trent, because I would argue that why did not sign the contract then? You know,
that's what I'm at with Ederson. Like,
and I've not really got any bad words to say about him if he does. I mean, do you know what I mean? He's got go and get your bag, man.
I'm so grateful for him, bro. Listen, the guy's revolutionised the game. Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. What goalkeepers would? Yeah, what goalkeepers would you guys look at? Because I know what I'm saying,
bro. I want to get this buddy that you're doing a video.
This guy that we've been talking about this week, the French guy.
Chevalier, yeah, man. I'd obviously done the video yesterday, watched him, man. He looked good. People was hyping him against Dortmund, saying he was class against Dortmund on Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever it was. So yeah, obviously he's only 40 million euros as well, so it's not even like a cost us 60 million. That's an extra 20 mil. But yeah, anyway, let's see who we get. Let's do this starting 11 then, boys. So. Listen, we've got to
argue about this.
Well, actually, you know what's mad is that Kyle Walker has just been selected for England.
Yeah, and
crazy, bro.
Jordan Henderson, man. I was so looking forward to Tuchel coming in and like shaking this shit up, and he's brought in Henderson and Walker and that still, man. It's crazy. Yeah. Oh, Steve's gone. But yeah, what's he doing, man? The new revolution, and we're still picking this fucking Jordan Henderson to be in that team. And you've got players like
he didn't have the bottle to put his own stamp on it, did he? So he's gone with the old guard, and shame on him.
Another yes man in charge by the.
But you not know, like by the time 2026 World Cup's here, Henderson will be 36. Walker will be 36.
So why play him now then, innit? Do you know what I mean?
What's the point? What's the point?
They're not going to play in the major tournament in 2 years' time because they're going to be too old. So get the players in who you're going to be using by that time.
Next, other people will say, yeah, but he needs to take these games seriously. No. What fucking World Cup qualifiers against Albania and Latvia? Like, get
everything
out of here, man.
Builds up to the World Cup and the Euros, man. No one gives a shit about any of these games in between. Yeah. Just get your team ready for them.
Anyway,
for Morgan Gibbs White though, bro, not to be selected is
crime. I know. That's crazy.
Because of
crazy,
Henderson,
man.
Yeah.
All right, then. Well, obviously Walker's not here, even though he's in England right back. So we got options, haven't we? Got Nunes, you got Huzanov, you got Rico Lewis. You've got.
I'm going Huzanov, man. It's got
right back.
Yeah, I'm going Huzanov right back.
No way, bro.
Only because of the conversation that we had on the panel show after the last game. I want to see Guardiola unshackled, man. And I want to bring him into this game more.
Yeah, but do you have enough centre backs to do that?
I think so, yeah, because I'm gonna put Vitor Hayes in there, man.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Yo,
do it.
Big up
all right,
Jacob, man.
let's
I'm
put this
gonna
in
do it.
position, let's see
Like,
what you say,
Let's get spicy with it. Big up Jacob, man.
This
That's a fucking shot.
Vitor Hayes, right, is one injury to one of our centre backs from starting every game for the rest of the season anyway. So why are we not using this guy and giving him football? It's a game that's going to probably suit his style of play because it's going to be a possession based against another possession based side, which will help us when breaking.
Can't even find the guy.
Is he not in the system?
REIS.
No, ain't there, man. Oh, we'll have to. Maybe he's not been added to this system.
Go with that Hamburg guy or something.
Yeah, just stick someone else in.
See that Hamburg guy, because it's actually how it's spelt in it, and he looks a bit like him as well. So
that's him.
Yeah. So I want Huzanov, Diaz,
I like this.
Hayes in a back three in possession, which will then free up Guardiola to play high and wide, which is where he's best, man. I've missed this guy out here, and that obviously opens up the option that we've all called for further down the line as well, which we'll get onto, because I know all three of us really want Marmoush to start. And if we want Marmoush to start, I think his best position is cutting in from that right-hand side with Guardiola overlapping him. So I'm all for giving Hayes a go against Brighton, man, big time.
What are you saying, Steve?
I'm 100% surrendering to Jacob there, bro. He's on it with that shout, 100%. Obviously, do I believe it's realistic? No, but should it be realistic? Absolutely.
This
Absolutely.
doesn't necessarily mean like we think it'll happen.
Do you know what as well? We're gonna do our team, and it's not even a case of like it being. We don't think it's realistic. It's the fact that I look at his back four, and it's actually better. Like there's actual defenders there now instead of just shoehorning Nunes or shoehorning Rico Lewis there. That is actually a better back four.
And you think of Brighton's main threats, man. You're thinking about your Matoma,
pace on the wings,
who play with pace, try and get in behind. Who better to play against Matoma than Huzanov, man? I trust the guy there. He's our best defender at the moment. I know it's a bit of a loss because we're going to lose him from the centre back position, but he's going to be in that back three anyway.
Hayes has to step up. Hayes will have to step up there.
I've got faith in him, bro.
And the thing is as well, people say, oh, it's too young to jump in or whatever, but like, you know what this is also...
You know what I feel about that, bro.
People would have said the same about Huzanov, though, 5 weeks ago.
I know, but you know what this also does? This starts to tell us information about what level of centre-back we need to get in the summer. Because if Hayes comes into this position and he's just as good as Huzanov and the guy's a baller, then maybe the club can go, oh, well, maybe we don't need to spend 60, 70, 80 million on the centre-back. Maybe we can spend that 50 million or 30 million and go bigger in a different area because Hayes is ready to step up. If we play him tomorrow and he's clearly not at the level, then we know as a fan base, as a club, that, in the summer, we can't be messing around on the centre-back. We've got to go and get a Gueye or Branthwaite or a top-dog centre-half rather than, saving some cash. So, obviously he's not going to do this.
It's a home game as well. Obviously a home game, big pitch. It's not like you're asking him to go to like one of these tiny grounds and get the ball pumped up to him all the time. We're going to want to get on the ball a lot more. So I'm comfortable having him there for sure tomorrow.
All right, and Steve, let me throw the midfield at you, man.
This is where it gets tricky now, I think.
We're gonna have Nico.
Yeah.
Nico Gonzalez in the centre there.
I think the third one this is tough today, isn't it?
I don't want Bernardo to be in the team, so I want Foden.
Yep.
Foden and KDB.
Full send, yeah?
Yeah. Foden ahead with KDB.
What, like something like that?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I'm game for that, man. I'm absolutely game for that.
Very attacking, yeah.
I
think that Foden position is probably the one that's up for grabs. I was pretty dead cert on the other 10 positions. I think the argument at the moment is probably that Foden position. If we're obviously going to play Marmoush, are we going to congest the middle a little bit as well? But
do you know what? For Brighton, can I put Gundo for KDB?
Oh, you want to drop KDB? Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, explain why.
Because Brighton are handy in them counter-attacking situations, and I just think we might need a bit more defensive minded and anything to not see Bernardo Silva, please. So, I want Gundo?
Would you not rather take Foden out than KDB though as well?
Nah, bro. I bring KDB on late in it, and for me, Kovacic or Gundo, it's the same shit, bro. It's the same shit.
All right.
I think that's what I mean. I think that role next to Nico as the 8 probably the toughest one to choose.
It would probably go somewhere like that then, wouldn't it?
So whether it's Gundo or Bernardo or
and then obviously Gundo can
Kovacic.
get because the thing is as well, right? You know, in that system then when you had Foden and that was De Bruyne, right? If we because obviously I don't know, we've not done it yet, but if we are going to go Marmoush and Marmoush
it's a bit
inverts,
congested, isn't it?
it gets a little congested. So this would free up Foden.
Yeah.
But one thing I would say is if we do this system, Foden needs to deliver, man. Because, like, you know,
that's why I'd go KDB, man.
There are question marks on Foden's form at the moment.
Not for me, though. You know that, right? You know, there's no question marks for me in it.
No, not question marks in terms of form. Like his form's just not been very good, has it recently? Well, all season, apart from maybe January when he was actually pretty sick.
But again, I'm not blaming Foden for that, innit? Call me crazy, whatever you want, but I'm blaming Pep for that.
Okay. Well, this midfield is like I'm game to full send KDB and Foden, to be honest. But like at the same time, that has a little bit more control, chilling. It does get Foden in that free role, and he, you know, and he's got to deliver. Okay, forward line. We actually have some options. Grealish, apparently, guys, has been training very, very well and training according to Pep Guardiola. Savio's fit, Doku's fit, Mamouche is fit. Bob, who knows what's going on with him? No one knows anymore. But forward line. Obviously, I'll stick Haaland in straight away. But let's carry on with Steve. Steve, what are you saying?
Well, unfortunately for Grealish, bro, I don't really care whether he's training or not. So, for me,
he's played 31 minutes, 36 minutes in his last 9 Premier League games, bro. So Pep don't care either.
It's just a pecking order situation for me, and he's not at the top of that pecking order. So, I'm going to give you the left side. I'm going to say Mamouche, 100 million % Mamouche. Because Doku, again, I love Doku, yeah. I'm one of his biggest fans. But I want to see Mamouche play every game to the end of the season. So
yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one. Can I throw in a shout for right wing?
Absolutely.
I think I want to see Doku right wing, man. Now, listen to me, because I know a lot of people say, oh, Doku ain't good on the right wing. Everyone keeps on talking about Doku's crosses at the moment, because he's on the left-hand side. He's trying to get crosses in, right? Why don't we just try him on the right, and just tell him, strong foot, beat your man, get crosses in.
Because he's getting to the byline at the moment, isn't he? But crossing with his left foot. So if he's doing the same from the other side, then you'd expect a better delivery into the box, wouldn't you?
Hopefully Haaland's making some near post runs. That's what I'm thinking. I am thinking Doku for this game over Savio, you know.
You will never see me have any qualms with Doku playing in my team, bro. 100%, bro.
I'd personally go Savio, but I've got no arguments if you did want to give Doku a go there. I do see the argument that he is getting to the byline a lot at the moment, and the delivery's not been the best. So
and can I just say one other point as well, If you've got Mamouche over here and you're going to invert him because that's your plan, because you've got Gvardiol, that means you might have 2 players in the box.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Rather than normally it's just one in it because Mamouche ain't there. He'll get the ball crossed, it'll be Haaland on his own. So if you've got Mamouche on that side, you push him in the middle, or like whatever. Gvardiol comes down here, plays as your left guy. When Doku gets the ball, you've got to get at least one of these guys. Ideally, both of them need to be getting in the box, man. But at least Mamouche, because you're an actual striker, bro.
And you've got Gvardiol at the back post as well.
And you got Gvardiol there, and then so on the ball, it would sort of look something a little bit like that. No?
I'll tell you one thing in Doku's defense. What's a bit of a myth as well? Yeah, his crossing delivery is not the best. I know that. It's probably a 5 out of 10. But one thing Doku is good at, is cutbacks and just like passes into the centre. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? He's not good at like doing a track.
Where he squares up 2 defenders who both come to him, and then he passes that right through the middle
to the free man, innit? To the free man.
Yeah.
He's never going to deliver you a Trent Alexander-Arnold cross, but you know what I'm saying. He's got different qualities.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I'm game for that. The big shout there is Reyes. Will or Hayes or whatever.
The big shout as well is no Kevin De Bruyne, bro, which is always going to be a mad thing.
Yeah. But personally,
I'd want to get him back in now. I think a lot of our arguments last week for the last game was how we didn't have that creative spark against Forest. We've been calling out for it. I still don't necessarily see Foden as a massively creative player. I think his strengths are more shooting and pipping the ball around on the edge of the box. My only worry in that team would be a little bit of a lack of creativity. So I personally would go KDB over Foden, as I do think he does bring a little bit more defensive-minded work into the midfield.
Why couldn't this sort of like defensive role that we've got Gundogan in it? But obviously, could KDB not sort of do this quarterback? Let's call it quarterback role, NFL, Could he not do the quarterback role?
Not according to Pep. He's come out and said it.
I think it's asking a lot, innit? I think it's asking a lot. But it's asking a lot for Gundogan to do it.
It's asking a lot for Gundogan. That's the point. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying he's great.
For me, bro, I think he could do it because could he play like Scholes? Yes, I think he can. and Scholes did that role very well. You know, I think he, if you ask him to change his game a little bit and be a bit more static, then he can do that. You know, there's going to be a little bit probably less running as well, especially when he's partnered with someone. I think he's more than capable of doing that. He's got the long passing. You know what I mean? He's got the short passing. But Pep's come out in a press conference and said he cannot do it, which I think is a bit crazy.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, swear down.
Why are you saying he can't? Has he even tried it? Like, I don't even know.
He's not tried it, bro. He's not tried it, but
I think it's a lot to ask of him. I know you argue that it's a lot to ask of Gundogan as well, but we can clearly see that his legs aren't what they used to be anymore. So if you're asking him to do all the defensive side of things, that's probably gonna take away.
The beautiful thing would be like if he's with a Rodri or hopefully Nico can continue to do well, then he wouldn't have to do too much of the defensive side, but more the passing side, innit? Like spraying the balls, which is a big thing that we miss as well, really. You know, just that person to get on the ball and spray it and play that long pass, you know?
Yeah. Like Cruz, kind of like Cruz.
Yeah, Cruz, man. Cruz is the perfect example. Does he have legs? Does he fuck?
No.
Well, he's got the passing ability and he has the footballing brain.
Yeah. Nah, it's a madness.
I'll tell you what though, yeah, Jacob has absolutely sold me with that back four, because not only do I feel it's just as good, if not better, progressing the ball, I feel so much better about it defensively as well. So much better.
Matoma versus Huzanov or Matoma versus Lewis. Do you know what I mean?
R.I.P. to anybody against Huzanov. You get me? R.I.P.
You know, I like it. It's because I hear the must-win thing as well, right? For me, it's a must-not lose. That's where I'm at, because in my head, 6 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses. Yeah, I don't want to be using one of my 3 losses at home against Brighton. Yeah, I've already penciled in the Villa game as my loss.
The Villa game's gonna be peak.
Yeah, even like maybe Bournemouth, like that could be tough as well. Like I want to be able, and maybe just a fluke result somewhere. Yeah, fluke result, because we've got that in our lot. I don't really want to be using it at home to Brighton. So if this ends up in a draw, this game, it's not great. Well, that leaves us needing 6 wins out of the last 9 when you've still got to play Wolves at home. You've still got to play fucking Southampton. You've still got to play fucking United away. And they're shit. And if they do the double over us this year, that's a disgrace. So we've got to win there. That's 3. You only need 3 more wins. You've still got to play Everton. You've still got to play Palace. Like, winnable game. Palace at home as well.
We've probably got the most favourable end to the season of any.
We definitely have.
So even though it does feel a bit shit, even contemplating not winning the game, I do still think that we're probably in the strongest position to qualify. But that doesn't mean we should be going into games wanting a draw, because we should be beating Brighton. Especially
100%.
Again, we're at home, innit? We're at home, man. So
yeah. Pep said it today. We've got 6 home games. You win your 6 home games. You I was gonna say mid-league. Fucking hell. I wish. You get top 5 in it. You get Champions League. If you win your 6 home games, you get in Champions League. That's just a fact, because you got Southampton as well. So that should be a win. So that's where we're at, man. Listen, score predictions.
We've done our team,
boys, man.
So just quickly, LB. Sorry.
Yeah.
We've done our team. We've said what we want and stuff like that. Does Pep still go Rico, Lewis, Bernardo, the guys that we've obviously not done ourselves? I've said what I want to see. I personally can see him play Rico to add the extra man into midfield against Brighton, which is not what I want at all.
I just don't really want to see
What are your guys'
Bernardo.
thoughts on what he'll actually do?
I think the back 4, you got no chance. I think
we got no chance, boys.
Innit?
Yeah.
Why though? This is the best team defensively, and it gets our second best attacker into the game.
No, he'll play Rico Lewis. I
think he might play Nunes though, LB. But if he plays Nunes, for me, it's not as deep. However, we're taking away Guardiola again, man. We're taking away Guardiola's license.
And if you play Nunes right back, you're not playing Doku right wing. It'd have to be Savio, because you're just clogging up the lane, then, aren't you? Running down the byline. So.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Bernard, I don't want to see Bernardo on the pitch, guys. Personally, I don't think he brings.
Definitely not anywhere near the fucking attacking section.
I don't think he brings anything to our game anymore. I've seen that stat going around that he's got the most back passes. That's a crazy stat, man. But one that, to be honest, is not like shocking. It's just like it's because when you watch football, sometimes you're like you have your opinion in it. You'll sit there and you'll say to your mate like, what does he do? Or he do, and then but you think to yourself, nah, I'm probably deep in it. It's probably not as bad. But then we've been saying for ages that when Bernardo gets the ball, he just passes the ball backwards or sideways, or they even do anything. It's like I say it all the time, and I'm like, maybe I'm just deep in it. Maybe I've just like got it into my head that he's doing this and it's not actually doing it. But then when the stats come out and back it up, He has the most backwards passes out of any player in the Premier League. You're like, fucking hell, like, it is actually wild.
The eye test don't lie, does it? And the stats.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't play. But yeah, I think Rico will play. I don't think he'd play Doku right wing. I think he'd go Savio.
Yeah, Savio. I think Marmoush will play though.
Marmoush's got to play, man.
I feel like it might be for Foden instead, and he'll probably go Doku still on the left. Because obviously, if he's playing Rico, we're not going to see Guardiola up the pitch like we want to, are we? So I think he will go probably Doku on the left and then Marmoush instead of Phil. But
if you don't play Marmoush, man, I'm feeling really, really sorry for him, guys. Really. I think
it sets up perfectly for him. Like, man, similar to the Newcastle game, innit? We need to get Haaland dragging men into the pitch and getting this guy running in behind. That's how we tore Newcastle apart, because Brighton will try and go man for man with us, man, and play like we play. So I think Marmoush has got to start.
Yeah. All right, score predictions, lads. I'm going to be honest,
Going to be goals, I think.
I'm going to go for 2-2.
Bro, I was going to say the same thing, LB.
Yeah. I've just got no confidence at the moment, me.
I'm going to go. I think we sneak a 2-1. So.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to keep it real, innit?
That's because we're at home, man. So
if we win, it's a huge win. It really is for the race for the top 5. It's a massive, massive win. But a draw is not a terrible result, but it does then put serious pressure on. I think you've got to win your next 3 games. If you draw tomorrow, you've got to win your next 3 games, which is Leicester, United, and Everton. I think
you've got to think Brighton are drawing as well. Do you know what I mean? If we do get a draw, so it's not like they can leapfrog us. We're still holding our position, aren't we?
So and Chelsea play Arsenal, so you'd think Arsenal will beat them, so they'll drop points.
But I don't want to just be clinging on all season. Do you know what I mean? Just like
I know.
Funnily enough, though, like out of all the teams just up our asses, I'm actually less worried about Chelsea, who are in front of us.
Yeah, me too. Genuinely. Their fixtures are raw, man. I can't believe how bad their fixtures are. It's actually grim.
And they've been relatively lucky to get through Southampton or Ipswich or whatever it was the other day, weren't they? So
yeah. Nah, definitely. All right, and big up to you two, man. Big up to you guys in the chat watching. Make sure you guys have smashed the likes. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Give us what do you think, chat? Let us know what you think on the defense on that team. Do you like it? Give us your comments in the chat. And
let us know about that defense, man. That W defense.
Yeah, let us know about Vita Hayes, man. He's not even on the system yet. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Disrespect, man. The disrespect to our boy.
I ain't got no doubts about Victor Hayes, man. Trust me, bro. If he plays, you're gonna see. No doubts.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, let us know in the chat, guys, your comments, man, score predictions and all that as well. Make sure you check out that link in the description as well for Patrick's GoFundMe. That is in the description. Donate what you can. And I'll see you tomorrow for the watch along. Peace out, people.
There you go, lads.
See you in a bit.